All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Krakadash, honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So, as you can see, it's another word of the day. Today's word of the day is prophet. You know, so we're gonna get into it. You know what I mean? Of course, let's get the definition of that first. All right, so this is from the Etymology Online. It says prophet. It says a person who speaks for the Most High. That's what our job is. We read the scriptures, we interpret the scriptures, and we speak the scriptures. Okay, we give the sense. All right, the Most High put everything in the Bible and the scriptures for us, for the men of the Lord to give to everyone else, because this isn't for everyone. Okay, the Bible is not for everyone. It's for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and out of them, the elect, first and foremost. So when we give the sense, okay, you need a teacher or you need a prophet to break these scriptures down to you. All right, so this is the men of the Lord giving you the word of God. Okay, the word of the Most High. It says, one who foretells, inspired teacher. Okay, foretell. And I'm going to the bottom definition. It says, from pro, meaning before, or forward, hence in front of or before. Fuck yeah. It says forward or before, and the root of fanai means to speak, so to speak before. All right. So there's an event that's gonna happen, and you're saying it's gonna happen before it happens. All right. When we can read this in the scripture, and also it says, matter of fact, let me get it real quick. Um, yeah, bear with me. Yeah, so this is 1 Corinthians 13 and 9. It says, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. Okay, so of course the scriptures that give us that divine knowledge that we can, push this word to the people and let them know what's gonna happen. But when we watch the news, you know, we can use the scriptures as a basis on what we know is gonna happen, and then we can predict from there, what's gonna happen. Okay, well, um, we see they're doing Bitcoin. Okay, well, this Bitcoin is going to lead to the chip. That's prophesying in part and that's knowing in part. Because, of course, it could be Bitcoin, but then they could bring in something else, and then it's that. So we weren't totally right, but we were on the right path. If you understand what I'm saying, that's what a prophet's job is, man. It is a very important job. And when you read the scriptures, the books, mainly in the Old Testament, well, not even I can't even say that because you know when you go into John the Revelator was a big prophet, and then you had the other apostles, Peter, John, Paul, you know, all of these men, they were great men, and with um regeneration and resurrection, okay, they're the men from the past as well. Okay, well, shoot, since I said that, let me get this. This is 1 Corinthians 14 And 32 it says, and the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. So there you go right there. Okay, so when you read about Daniel and Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, all the great men there are the past, Moses, Samuel, the prophet Gad, Nathan. There was a lot of prophets, okay, in the scriptures. And there's a lot of prophets here today, man. We're back today. Okay? And we're doing the same thing that we're doing back then. Letting you know what's going on. It's just that the tune's a little bit different now. Alright? Right now we're telling you to come back to your heritage. Come back as a people. Wake up. Alright? That America's going to be destroyed. That's a prophecy. That America's going to be destroyed. It's like, because carnally, right now you can't see America being destroyed. Because you're here. Everything's up and running. You can go to the store. You can go get gas. Okay? You can go to work. You can turn on the TV and watch your favorite show. Everything is good. But America's going to be destroyed. All right, and what? In a third world war. That's a prophecy. Because you had the first war, you had the second war, and now there's going to be a third war. And it's going to be a nuclear war. Which, that's a prophecy. And all this is spoken of in the scriptures. The mark of the beast. That's a prophecy. Okay? Famine. And a mass famine. Pestilence. Okay? All these are prophecies. All these are things that we're speaking of that are written in the scriptures that haven't happened yet, but must shortly come to pass. Okay? Jacob's trouble. That's a prophecy. Let's get a couple of these. It's a verse or two I wanted to get from in here. Let me see. I know I wanted to get. All right, let's get this one right here. All right, so this is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and I'll start at verse 7. It says, "But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For one is given by the Spirit, the word of wisdom, and another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. To another faith by the same Spirit, to another gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the works of miracles, and another prophecy." All right, to another discerning spirits, and another diverse tongues, and to another interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and that self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. Okay, so that's basically saying that there are different gifts in this thing, but what we're talking about is prophecy, because that's one of the main ones, man. That's the best thing that you can do in this truth, man. Is doing the work for the Lord and the prophesy, man. There's a scripture. Where is that? Give me a moment. I know I'm kind of all over the place. Okay, so this is 1 Corinthians 14, and I'll start at verse 36. It says, "What? Came the word of the Most High out from you, or came it unto you only?" So you got the truth, or the Most High talking to you and you only? He only dealing with you. Okay. Of course, it's a rhetorical question. It says, "If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord." Okay? So this ain't about us. It's about the Most High. What do we say that the definition was? A person who speaks for the Most High, one who foretells. Okay? So it's not about us. It's ultimately about the Most High. We're just his vessels. We're just the people that he's using in order to forward this agenda. Or we ain't shit. We can be replaced. We can be, gone just like that. It's not about us. It's about pushing this word forward, okay, and bringing in the elect. All right, and I'm gonna get into that too, but we're gonna keep talking about this, okay? It says, verse 37: If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, but if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Okay, if any man, care not to know, or he, just let's look up this word ignorant, because that's actually a good word. We're willing my phone. Okay, here we go. It says to be ignorant, not to know, not to understand, unknown, to err or sin through mistake, to be wrong. Okay, ignorant. So if anybody don't want to know what's going on, then don't look. Then that's on them, man. If a nigga can't get it, we moving on, right? Okay. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. And do what? And this is the theme of the month, man. The theme of the year. Let all things be done decently and in order. Okay? That's big right there. But the point is, covet to prophesy, man. All right. You don't want to be a covetous person in anything but prophecy. All right, you should want to do this. You should see, the men of the Lord getting down on the various platforms, doing their videos, or on the comment boards, putting in different scriptures, shoot on the corners. You should see that. You should be like, man, I want to do that, man. I gotta get on their level, man. You should want to level up. It should be like the juices should be flowing in you. All right, covet to prophesy, man. It's a beautiful work, man. It's a beautiful thing to do this work for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To have the opportunity. You should be so lucky. And for all of us are fuck ups, and we still get to do this work for Yahweh Shem Yahushai? For the one and only power? Are you kidding me? So, like I was saying before about the elect, because the prophets were breaking this down for, of course, our people, but also for the elect's sake, man. Everything's done for the elect's sake. So when you go into Revelations, it's like the 7th chapter. The 7th chapter, it says, for 7:1, Revelation 7:1, after these I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, and that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice unto the 4 angels whom was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, nor neither the sea, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Who the servants? That's talking about the elect. All right, the 1/3, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So that 144,000, that's talking about the prophets, man, the elect, the men out here sighing and crying for the abominations that be done therein. Okay, the men who were putting in work on this side. All right, and then of course you have the innumerable multitude, which are the helps. Okay, the women, the children, everybody else that makes up the 1/3 of the elect, man, the 33.333 continued percent. And I would be remiss if I didn't get this last scripture. Give me a moment here. So this is Revelation chapter 19. I'm going to start at verse 8. Okay, it says, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the linen is the righteousness of saints. And he saith unto me, Right, blessed are they which are called into the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell to his feet and worship. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is what? Is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? So, when you see this, okay, this Bible, Slakia, this Bible, alright, the scriptures, your sword, whatever you want to call it, that this is Yahushai. This is what's going to get us out of here. Not this physical actual book, but the wisdom contained within there. Okay? That's why it says, with all that getting, get understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing. Or, Isaiah, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. That's what it's about, man. And you don't get this by yourself. Just like I read, the Most High didn't just work with you and you only. Okay? You heard it from a man. Me personally, when I came in, I seen on YouTube. Well, actually, before that, to even back it up, I ran into some gunfights, and they the ones who really originally put me on that we are Israel, and then I went and did my own research from there, and it led me to the Apostles of GMS, okay, and it led me to the camp here in Nebraska, okay. Lord willing, I stay. Lord willing, I keep doing the things that I need to do to make it to get out of this place, man. Same with you. All right, with that being said, I'm going to give all praises, call law unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Karkadash, their honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, in truth and sincerity, women and children who follow. Shalom.